here last week, but subject to a rain out. That one will be made up on Monday evening. But tonight we've got another game between these two teams, and it's the first place team and the last place team in the Rust Belt. Separated as you may think. 2 games back are the Mustangs all the way in 4th place, and you go all the way to the 3B Barons, who sit in 1st place with a record of 10-7. Well, at Flaherty Field, and it was a pitching masterclass on the mound from Walker Cunningham. He went the whole game, all 9 innings, and pitched the Mustangs to a win over these 3B Barons. So we're back again for another showdown tonight, and starting just a bit earlier than we thought we would be, getting underway at 5:30. We'll give you the 3B Barons lineup as we get into tonight's matchup. Leading off is Kalen Bepole. He is catching. Joey Fazzoni is at first base, batting 5th. Caleb Gorichki is batting 6th in right field. Ethan Bintrim is the designated hitter, batting 7th. Benny Dottle is batting 8th, and he's the shortstop. Nathan Meeks is the extra hitter, batting 9th, and Nico Hall is in center field and batting 10th. See how here's the public address announcer going through the lineup as we get ready to go. A big-time bench for
pitching for the Barons today, number 45, Ryan Gibbons.
Just about ready to go here on the Mustangs Baseball Network. First pitch just a few moments away. We'll look at the lineup for the Meadville Mustangs. Kenny Lavrich leads it off at shortstop. Daniel Luco bats 2nd in right field. Jordan Suvic is in center field, batting 3rd. Brandon Butler's in the cleanup hole at 3rd base. He's batting 4th. Before Carson Weibel, who's in left field, batting 5th. Batting 6th, Zach Strideff, the designated hitter. Brady Lane is over at 2nd base. He's batting 7th. Holland, Tristan Holland, that is, at first base, batting 8th. Mason Bevan, the extra hitter, bats 9th. John Sharp bats 10th. So that's the lineup for the Meadville Mustangs. Kenny Lavrich leading it off. Just about to get underway here and past that 5:30 hour.
Number 23, Kenny Lavrich.
Ryan Gibbons winds in, delivers the first pitch, and it's a swing and a miss. We are underway from Newcastle, Pennsylvania. So excited to be with you for another Mustangs broadcast. Mustangs trying to get back to 500 after they had that record over at Pullman Park on Tuesday. 1-1 pitch to Lavrich is a fastball out wide. It's a 2-1 count to the leadoff shortstop. So audio only for tonight's broadcast here in that you're along with us. 2-1 pitch, breaking ball, doesn't get a piece of the zone. It's 3-1. Kenny Lavrich leading off for the Mustangs. It's Daniel Luco on deck. The pitch swung on and missed, and the count is full to the shortstop. That time he went up high. 350 to center here. 350 down the right field line, 375 to left field. Gibbons delivers the pitch. Breaking ball flared off foul. That one gets against the first base dugout. 3B Barons are set up there over to our right. We're behind home plate, and Meadville Mustangs down that 3rd base line. Full count pitch. Up high, walks the leadoff batter, and Lavrich is aboard. So early runs, certainly something that you want to emphasize if you are the Mustangs in this game.
Now batting for the Mustangs, number 10, Daniel Luco.
So Daniel Luco steps in with the runner on first. Pitch from the stretch, catches a piece for strike 1.
Josh, you've been high on him all year.
It's a high-scoring affair. Not what we've seen. That one shot back up the middle, gloved by Gibbons. He throws on to second and on to first. It's a double play. So put one on and immediately take him off base. It's a double play on the ground ball back to the pitcher, and there's 2 away for the 3rd batter, Jordan Suvic.
Now batting for the Mustangs, number 12, Jordan Sudo.
0-0 pitch to Suvek is popped out to right field. Gorichki is underneath it. He has a read, and he makes the catch. So a quick inning after a leadoff walk. Halfway through the first inning. We'll go to the bottom of the first on the Mustangs Baseball Network. Back for the bottom of the first inning. Kalen Bender to lead it off for the 3B Barons. And go back to this division that we talked about. The 3B Barons currently on top of it. And it's really every team within 3 games of 500. So no one has moved away, made a move per se. The first pitch is fouled off from Garrett Knapp. He's made quite a few appearances lately. He started game 1 of that doubleheader in Youngstown over the weekend, pitched a complete 7 innings. He's back out on the mound on Friday. So a pretty standard 5 days off. That one is up high. It's a 1-1 count to the leadoff second baseman. Well, the 1-1 count to the leadoff batter in the bottom of the first. Fastball doesn't get a piece. Looked like he might have tried to go off speed there. Maybe mixed in a changeup. A little bit hard to see the spin. Chasing after it in left field is Luco. The throw in is cut off by Lavrich. And it's a leadoff double for the 3B Barons. So right away, they're bringing the bats out.
Now batting for the Barons in play.
I beg your pardon, that was Weibel out in left field. Robert Herr now the number 2 batter, already with a runner on second base. First pitch is swung on, missed for strike 1. Runner on second base. Left-handed hitter Robert Herr at the plate. Playing in left field today. Right-hander Knapp delivers outside for ball 1. It's a 1-1 count with nobody away.
I know. He thought I was from a radio station. Well, 3B Barons and Newcastle Sports Media page.
That one fouled off down the first base line. It's a 1-2 count now with the runner on second still. Not a big lead for Bender out there on second base. Again, and the count's full. So in danger of putting another runner on. Trying to get an out here. Jumpstart the defense. The pitch is delivered up high and outside, and it's a walk. So a runner down to first.
Number 18, Tyler Kamer.
Tyler Kammerer, third baseman, is batting third in tonight's action. The first pitch to him is not in the zone. It's 1-0 count. Now a little bit of a visit from Sharp, trying to settle down his man. Runners on first and second early on, nobody out. Double play is in order if he can roll a ground ball. So maybe that's what they're discussing out there, trying to roll one up. Knapp comes set. The pitch. Cracked foul. That one got down that first ball and messed with the timing there. Got him to make a pass. It's a 1-2 count with nobody out. Two runners on. Small right-handed hitter Tyler Kammerer has done some damage this year when these two teams have met. The Barons weren't able to do a lot of damage at all last time. Pitch up high, 2-2. So 2 runners aboard still. If you're just joining us, bottom of the first, no score. 3B Barons and Meadville Mustangs underway a little bit early in this one. That one gets inside and gets a piece of him. So early on, the bases will be loaded with nobody out and a little bit of trouble for Garrett Knapp out on the mound.
Now batting for the Barons and doing the catching, number 28, Anthony Ryan.
Anthony Ryan, who slugged the ball last time around when Meadville visited the Barons, gets his chance with the bases loaded. Early spot of trouble. Knapp's pitch is swung on and fouled into the glove of the catcher Sharp. It's a 0-1 count. We appreciate you joining us on the Mustangs Baseball Network here at Flaherty Field. Last time we were here, game 8 minutes. Quickest contest we've had so far. The 1-1 pitch is delivered outside, and rather the 0-1 pitch, beg your pardon, delivered outside. It was a slider drifting away from the right-handed hitter. It's a 1-1 count. Knapp comes set. Now it's the 1-1 pitch. That one comes inside and drills him. So it's back-to-back batters hit by fastballs inside, and the Barons are on the board after just one hit.
Now batting for the Barons and playing first base, number 19, Joey Fazone.
Oh, now really got to watch out. The Mustangs already down 1-0 in this first inning. Joey Fazone, first baseman, line past the third base coach to his right. A 1-1 count. Meadville's 1-2 against the 3B Barons so far this season. The 1-1 pitch is cracked to shortstop. So Kammerer gunned out on the 5-4, or 6-5 rather. Not something you see all too often. Caleb Gorichki now, right fielder, made that final out in the first. He pops one up in front of the plate, and Sharp is right on it. He makes the catch. So an infield pop-up, a little bit of a break. Gorichki pops out to the catcher. There's 2 away. Ethan Bintrim now to the plate. 2-0 in favor of the Barons early on here. The pitch from the right-hander Knapp, delivered outside for ball 1. 2-0 in favor of the 3B Barons early on. Here, if you're just joining us, 2 away in the inning. Designated hitter Ethan Bintrim at the plate for the Barons. Right-handed pitcher Knapp comes set, delivers down low in the dirt. 2-1 count. And the count goes even at 2-2. 2 away in the inning for the 3B Barons. Runners on first and second with 2 away, 2-2 count. We said the last time Knapp pitched against the Creekside Crocodiles, he was almost flawless. 2-2 pitch, slider moving away from him. That one's just tipped foul.
They scored all their runs in each inning when they had 2 outs. Wow. That's why
2-2 count
2 outs is just as crucial.
to Ethan Bintrim in the bottom of the first. The pitch is away and blocked nicely by Sharp. The runner on second base, Ryan, thought about going to third, but he holds back. So a 3-2 count to the designated hitter, trying to get out of this first inning with just 2 runs allowed. 3-2, and the pitcher, Knapp, steps off. It's his runners to go back, and we'll do it again. So a quick little pause. Bintrim steps right back in. Right-handed hitter trying to score another one around. The runners take off on the pitch. That one is lined into left field over the head of Lavrich and out to Weibel. Another runner scores. The 2 teams met each other here at Flaherty Field. He's the shortstop tonight. That's his secondary position. Small right-hander, but he was throwing some gas when we saw him on the mound. First pitch, breaking ball in there for a strike. 0-1 to Dottle. And that elevating here on the Mustang, going to the second inning. Top of the second inning, Brandon Butler to lead it off for the Meadville Mustangs. They weren't able to play any in the top of the first. And the 2 batters in that inning and scored 3, so just 2 hits. But 3 runs. Gibbons back out on the mound. He delivers the first pitch outside for ball 1. Butler started the season hitting a little bit lower in the order, but he's moved up, and he's been a very productive hitter for the Mustangs. Pitch number 2 in there for a recalled strike. It's 1-1. The third baseman has been the everyday third baseman for the Mustangs so far this season. A 1-1 pitch, breaking ball outside, doesn't get a piece. And said that really he hadn't played much third base in college before he came to play with Meadville this summer, but he's learned the position well, and you certainly wouldn't be able to tell that he doesn't know how to play the position, at least going into the summer, with the way that he fields over there. He's been very, very smooth and really hasn't struggled since maybe the first week. 3-1 the count to Butler. Ryan Gibbons delivers the pitch down low in the dirt, so it's a 5-pitch walk to the leadoff third baseman and a repeat of what we saw in that first inning. It's Carson Weibel now aggressively in the outfield, but we haven't seen him every day. So 0-1 count to the left fielder. He grounds one onto third base. Gloving it on the backhand is Kammerer. He throws on to first. Picked nicely by Fazzone over at first base. And there's one away. Runner moves up to second on the ground ball.
Now batting for the Mustangs and doing the catching, number 18, Zach Streeton.
So, Mustangs have a runner on second here in the top of the
Zach Strideff, designated hitter for today's action. Right-handed pitcher. Delivers in a strike on a swing and a miss.
like you said his name. They can't ask for too much. So we got a runner on second, Brandon Butler.
0-1 count. That one catches a piece down low. Pitch was moving away from the right-handed hitter, and just got across the plate at the knees. 0-2 count to the designated hitter. Here comes the pitch. Inside, he struck him out. Swing and a miss on what looked like a changeup, and there's 2 away in the inning. Brady Lane over at second base for today's action. He's played all around the diamond, started mainly as an extra hitter, but he's been integrated more into the lineup as we've moved forward this season. He takes a strike. 0-1 count. Ryan Gibbons on the mound. That one's fouled off to his right. So it's 0-2. Brady Lane at the plate right now on deck if he were able to reach Tristan Holland. The 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball struck him out. Lane waves and misses, and we're through 1.5 on the Mustangs Baseball Network with the score still 3-0 in favor of the 3B Barons. Back for the bottom of the second, Nathan Meeks, Nico Hall, and Kalen Bender set to come to the plate. Garrett Knapp trying to keep the Barons scoreless after they put up a 3-spot in that first inning. His first pitch is lined out to right field. Backing up on it is Luco. He gets underneath and makes the catch. So 1 pitch, 1 out in the bottom of the second inning. Luco been consistently solid in the outfield so far this season. Center fielder Nico Hall, now the 10-hitter down at the bottom of the order in today's lineup. Bender on deck at the top of the order. First pitch called, strike 1. Slider in there. And one of the differences that we see between a lot of the pitchers on this Mustang staff and Knapp is that slider curveball mix. Curveball very much 12-6. This one's popped out to center field. Calling off Luco is Suvik, and he makes the catch. There's good communication there out in the outfield. You could hear Suvik all the way in the press box calling off Luco, making sure that he knew that he had priority, and that really is the center fielder's job in a lot of cases, to make sure that the right fielder knows who's got it. Kalen Bender, first pitch to him is outside for ball 1. Ripped a double on the second pitch of the game. Knapp delivers the 1-0. That one's popped up. On the infield, Holland underneath it. He makes the catch, and a quick bounce back inning for Knapp. So we're through 2 full on the Mustangs Baseball Network. Still 3-0. Top of the third inning, leading it off, Tristan Holland, the 8, 9, and 10 hitters come to the plate for the Meadville Mustangs. And remember
Now batting for the Mustangs
that
at first base.
Mustangs are back in action on Sunday. They host the Butler Blue Sox for the first time this season. So come on down to Allegheny College and see one of the hottest teams in all of the Rust Belt League. First pitch to Holland is inside for ball 1. Left-handed first baseman at the plate. The 1-0 pitch is fouled back. That one gets a piece of the netting behind home plate. Evens the count at 1-1. Holland has been somewhat of a platoon player, but after some success in that doubleheader over the weekend, starting to see a little bit more playing time, it seems like. And that one is down low. Changeup falling away from that left-handed hitter. It's a 2-1 count. Left on right, the matchup. Right-handed pitcher Ryan Gibbons delivers the 2-1. That one swung on and missed. He might have got a piece, but it's into the glove of the catcher Ryan. And it's a 2-2 count with nobody out. 9-hitter Cole Grable on deck. Actually, that's Mason Bevan standing out on deck. So maybe a late game lineup change. And we didn't get a lineup until just a few moments before this game started. Started a little bit early. Payoff pitch from Gibbons. That one's popped up, slicing away from the left-handed hitter into left field. Hers underneath it. He makes the catch. And there's one away in the top of the third. So the left-hander Mason Bevan now, extra hitter, presumably would be pinch run for by Grable if he does reach base.
Now batting for the Mustangs and doing the EHing, number 25, Mason Bevan.
The 0-0 pitch to the left-hander is up high for ball 1. The stretch and the pitch. Fouled back against the backstop. It's a 1-1 count to Mason Bevan. Left-handed hitter started the season hot, homered on opening day to give the Mustangs the lead before a blown save from Ty Hopkins. 1-0 pitch, 1-1 pitch rather, swung on and missed. It's a 1-2 count. Here comes the 1-2 from the right-hander. That one's swung on and missed. It's another strikeout. 3 out of his last 4 batters gone down on the strikeout. And there's 2 away in the top of the third inning. John Sharp now, the 10-hitter, trying to break out of the rut now. 5 straight retired by Gibbons. The 0-0 to Sharp is popped foul. Sharp leads this team currently in strikeout rate, but has been solid defensively behind the plate. The 0-1 pitch to the Allegheny College product is up high over his head. Fastball rings the bell a little bit, brings it to 1-1. You can see that Gibbons has quite the pitch selection on the mound. Right-hander's gone to that changeup a few times. Knows he has a good slider. This time he throws the fastball in there. That one's popped foul. Comes off the edge of the chain link in front of the Barons dugout. We do have legit dugouts here in Newcastle, which is not something you see a whole lot of times at youth fields. The dugout actually goes into the ground. Sharp trying to do something with 2 away in the top of the third. The 1-2 pitch is breaking ball away. That one on to Doddle at short. He throws to first and scooped, but the runner Sharp beats it out. So an infield single on the ground ball to Doddle. And it was a good throw. Just a short hop in front of the first baseman Fazone, and there's a runner aboard for the top of the order. Kenny Lavrich now. And it looks like Lavrich is going to be pinch hit for by Grable. He's coming to the plate, even though this is the spot for the 1-hitter. The pitch is down low to the shortstop. Doddle tosses on to second, and that's the inning. So through 2.5, Grable grounds out to shortstop, and we'll go to the bottom of the third with the score: the 3B Barons 3 and the Meadville Mustangs nothing. Bottom of the third inning. Robert Herr, the two-hitter who walked his last time, leads it off for the 3B Barons. First pitch is inside, delivered for ball one. It's a 1-0 count to the left-handed batter. 1-0 pitch. Called for a strike. Catches a piece of the inside corner of the zone. That right corner. Left corner from the pitcher's point of view. That one popped up on the right side. Chasing after is the catcher, Sharp. He reaches over the dugout wall and makes the catch. How about John Sharp tracking that ball down all the way over to the at least 5'7" tall chain link fence that sits in front of the dugout of the 3B Barons, and he makes the catch. So there's one away on the nice athletic play from Sharp. Tyler Kammerer, the third baseman, bats second in this inning, batting third in the lineup overall. The first pitch to him is up high for ball one. Slider just never dropped. Came in with a lot of velocity there, and it did break horizontally, but nothing downwards. The 1-0 pitch is down this time and through the left side of the infield. That one was smoked through the gap between the shortstop Lavrich and the third baseman Butler, and there's a runner aboard on the single. So with a runner on first, Anthony Ryan, the catcher, trying to keep the cogs moving on the offense for the 3B Barons. The 0-0 pitch is over the head of the second baseman, Lane, and into right field. Luco picks it up, so it's back-to-back singles on back-to-back pitches, and there's runners on first and second. Joey Fazzone now. The right-handed hitter comes to the plate with two aboard, one out, back into another double play situation. Infield is at double play depth. Of course, it was a double play situation the last time, in the last at-bat, rather. That one's grounded over to the shortstop, Lavrich. He makes a nice grab, throws on to first, and gets the force out. Kenny Lavrich, the second nice defensive play we've seen in this inning. So the Mustangs having to get the outs the hard way. He throws on to the third baseman, Butler. And there's two away in this inning. It didn't look like Lavrich was going to have the range to get all the way over to that one, but nevertheless, there's runners on first and second, and now there's two away. Caleb Gorichki with runners on first and second. He rips one out into right center. That one gets down, picked up by Suvic, and he fumbles slightly. That throw into third, and the runner is safe there. Another run crosses the plate. That one gets by the third baseman Butler on the throw. The throw back in is past the catcher, and oh, it's just a disastrous play all the way around to third. Off the single is Gorichki. He moves up to second on the throw and then to third on the throw. 2-run score on the play. It's 5-0 for the 3B Barons. So after 2 defensive gems for the Meadville Mustangs, all of a sudden 2 defensive mishaps allow 2 runs, and it's a full team mound visit for the Mustangs. Head coach and manager Ben Cosby is here after a late arrival, so he's out there talking to his guys. They're down 5-0 early, and so far on the defensive side, Ryan Gibbons has been money for the 3B Barons on the mound. So not looking favorable prospects-wise for the Mustangs unless they can break through and make a crack in the armor of the right-handed pitcher Gibbons. Well, they'll give Knapp his fist bumps and get right back to it. A runner on third, 5-0 in favor of the 3B Barons. 2 away in the inning, and Ethan Bintrim, the designated hitter, will be the next one to face Knapp. Bintrim sets up right on the chalk line of the right-handed batter's box. Slider in there for strike. 0-1. To the right-handed hitter. The 0-1 pitch is chopped foul. Just tapped behind him there, and it's an 0-2 count. Nothing in 2 pitch from Knapp, trying to end the inning. That one's ripped into left field past the glove of Butler. Gorichki comes around to score. Rounding first base is Bintrim. Into second base, standing up is Bintrim, and it's an RBI single, and then up to second base on the error is Bintrim. And it's 6-0. Things looking pretty bleak early on here for the Meadville Mustangs. Benny Dottle now. Dottle grounded out to Butler over at third his last time. The 0-0 pitch is in there for strike. 2-seam fastball came back across that outside corner after it looked like it was going to miss wide. Nothing in 1 pitch. Goes back to the same one. This time he drags it outside, and it's a 1-1 count. The runner on second is Bintrim, just singled to score a 6th run of the game and 3rd of the inning. So 2 3-run innings. Did so pretty well. The most important thing with that slider is you start it in the middle of the plate and it drifts away. It does that there. That one's popped out to left center field. Moving on to it is the center fielder, Suvic. He makes the catch, and we're through 3 full innings. So the Barons add on 3 more and make it a 6-0 lead going into the 4th inning here on the Mustangs Baseball Network. Kenny Lavrich to lead it off in the top of the 4th inning. The first pitch in there for strike 1. So back to the top of the order now, and it would appear that the Mustangs are batting 11 We'll see if they go back to Grable in the 11 hole again this second time through the order. That one's flared out to the right side of the infield and through into right field for a hit. So a leadoff runner on base for the Mustangs. Dan Luco now gets a shot. Set at the stretch. That one's bunted, popped up down the third base line. It's going to kick foul off the grass, and it's a strike recorded on Luco. In the corner position out in right field today. Not the most difficult position to field in. In fact, here at Flaherty Field, it is that left field area where the wall just juts out. Went right back to the fastball. So it'll be an 0-2 count to the right-handed hitting right fielder. Gibbons comes set for the 0-2, delivers foul back again. That one just got under it, was late again. It's an 0-2 count. No outs in the inning. Lavrich on first. He takes his lead. Gibbons pitching from the stretch. The 0-2 pitch. Lavrich takes off. The ball down in the dirt. The throw down to second is right on time, and Lavrich is out. And how about that throw from Anthony Ryan? He nabs the runner, Lavrich, and there's one away, nobody on in a 1-2 count. The pitch up high for ball two. Makes it a 2-2 count. That one misses for ball three. So now after an 0-2 count, it's all filled up to Daniel Luco. That one fouled back on the payoff pitch. About halfway through the season now here in the Rust Belt League, and you know, as we said earlier in the broadcast, the Mustangs, they're in last place in the Rust Belt division, but really just 2 games away from being in first place, so not all that far by any means. Payoff pitch and a big game against the Luco trying to get on base for the first time this evening. Right-hander Gibbons delivers. That one's cut on and missed, and that'll signify the end of the inning. That's Suvic at the plate. My mistake. So there's 3 up, 3 down in the top of the 4th inning, and we'll go to the bottom of the 4th, 3 through 3.5 on the Mustangs Baseball Network with the score: the Barons 6 and the Mustangs nothing. Three B Barons in the bottom of the 4th inning, and the Mustangs already on their back heels, really here early on, trying to just survive. After 6 runs in the first 3 innings. Now here in the 4th, Garrett Knapp delivers the first one outside for ball 1 to the 9-hitter Meeks. 9-10-1 due up in the inning. Knapp comes set, delivers the pitch. That one's popped foul just over the broadcast booth and out of play. It's a 1-1 count. Meeks the extra hitter for tonight's action. The pitch from Knapp. 1-1 is outside for ball 2. Just underway in the bottom of the 4th. 6-0, just about halfway down Western Pennsylvania. 3-1 pitch from Knapp is lined into left field. Chasing onto it is Weibel. He lays out and can't make the catch. Rounding first is Meeks. He's in to second base with a stand-up double. And Weibel willing to risk it all out there in left field. He didn't get glove on ball, and it's another leadoff hit for the 3B Barons. They've got a runner on second with the 10-hitter Nico Hall up to the plate.
Playing center field, number 8, Nico Hall.
Hall gets his second chance of tonight's action. Knapp out of the stretch delivers the 0-0 in for strike. And you feel, especially with the mercy rule coming into effect in the 7th inning, that if you're Knapp, you really got to put a stop to the bleeding here on the mound in this inning. Nothing in one pitch is cracked out to left field. That one's got some carry. Backing up Weibel. He makes the catch over his shoulder. And a throw into second gets there on the fly all the way from the wall. So how about that for an athletic play for Carson Weibel out in left field. He backs up all the way. Getting back into second base is Meeks. But the top of the order to the plate, so the task doesn't get any easier for Garrett Knapp on the mound. He's got Kalen Bender, Robert Herr, and Tyler Kammerer. All three have reached base so far tonight. The 0-0 pitch to the leadoff hitter is outside. Slider away. And air quality has plagued Western Pennsylvania all week long with the Canadian forest fires that have raged on now for almost a month. The 1-0 pitch is popped up. That one drifting into shallow right field. Chasing onto it is Luco, but it's the second baseman Lane who makes a nice basket catch. So how about it? The basket catches are the theme in this 4th inning. And so there's 2 away for Robert Herr. But if you've been paying attention to the pro baseball scene, some concerns expressed just a few miles south of here in Pittsburgh about playing yesterday's game. Luckily, the air quality has improved drastically today, and we're actually looking at a pretty nice day in Newcastle. 0-0 pitch is swung on and missed. Left-handed hitter Robert Herr at the plate. Left-handed hitter at the plate. So far, he's popped out to the catcher and walked. Swung on and missed. Went back to the breaking stuff, and Herr couldn't connect. So it's an 0-2 count, 2 away in the inning. Garrett Knapp trying to strand that leadoff double at second base. That's Nathan Meeks. The 0-2 pitch inside and gets a piece of him. That one, the third batter hit, and now he's hit the 2, 3, and 4 hitters in tonight's game. So there's runners on first and second base. Tyler Kammerer hit by a pitch and walked so far. And he came up to hit second in the last inning. Runners take off on the pitch. That one's popped into foul territory, and it's going to get out of play toward the bleachers on the right side. It's an 0-1 count. Maybe a little bit of hit and run action going on there for the 3B Barons. And Holland made an attempt on that one, but it was just a little bit too far out of range. Knapp steps off before the 0-1. Gets the runners moving back. Now Knapp delivers the 0-1. Doesn't get a piece of that outside corner, drifting in there. Looked like maybe a hard changeup. Just didn't really dip that much, but had that off-speed spin. It's a 1-1 count. 1-1 pitch. That time he goes to the two-seamer, drops back in. Maybe a little bit of sinker action on that one. It's a 2-1 count. That one just came a little bit too far inside on the right-handed hitter Kammerer. The pitch grounded down the third base line and too far left for Butler to field it. It's a foul ball. There's two balls and 2 strikes with 2 away.
nobody warming up.
2-2 count.
Yeah, right. More than likely, it looks like Meadville's going to rely on Nap.
Kammerer at the dish. The 2-2 pitch
Nice.
doesn't get a piece. Goes back to the slider, tries to nab the outside corner with it, and it looked close based off what we've seen our home plate umpire call so far tonight. Can't catch the corner, and the count is full. So now in danger of loading the bases with a walk. Runners take off. That one's grounded up the middle. Lavrich scoops, throws onto second, and he's safe at second base. The throw onto third to catch the runner diving back, and it's late as well. So the bases are loaded on the infield single from Tyler Kammerer. And Anthony Ryan, the cleanup hitter, comes to the plate for the second time with the bases loaded. Last time he was hit by a pitch, so trying to do some damage this time around. He's come around to score both times, made up 2 of those 6 runs on the board for the Barons. Knapp delivers the 0-0. Breaking ball swung on and missed for strike 1. Nothing in 1 count, 2 away in the inning. On and missed again, went to the slider. The 6 versus the cross-moving motion of the slider. Goes right back to it, and he gets the strikeout. So strikes out Ryan, and they hold the Barons scoreless in the bottom of the 4th. We're through 4 full on the Mustangs Baseball Network with the score.